How about this for a headline? Paulie the Magic Man Malignaggi, Showtime commentator and also Sky Sports commentator, just said he'd whoop Conor McGregor in the ring. He'd come out of retirement just to whoop Conor McGregor. That's exactly what Paulie Malignaggi just, that's the headline. That's a big fucking headline, guys. Considering McGregor just got a California boxing license, the callouts are going to be all over the place, especially from veteran fighters like Paulie Malignaggi. I'm sure Zab Judah would want to get a piece of him. I'm sure Adrian Bronner would want to get a piece of him. Conor McGregor is open season if he's legitimately thinking about stepping into the boxing ring. And Malignaggi, he's the kind of guy that has trouble with pressure fighters, intelligent pressure fighters, and that's interestingly enough because Conor McGregor likes to fight at distance, sort of at mid range, kind of like Malignaggi, who likes to fight on the outside. So actually, McGregor, even though he's a neophyte in terms of straight boxing, if he actually worked on his game, he might be able to touch up Paulie Malignaggi and show that he's a real threat, especially if he could just stalk him and walk Malignaggi down. Because Malignaggi, he's not a big puncher. He's he's more of a very technical boxer with a great jab and great speed. So Malignaggi, this is what he had to say about the UFC two-time champion. Uh, okay, yeah, no, it's just summarizing the fact that Conor McGregor is in a tough spot right now because he's under contract to UFC, so he is not. If he does want to get into boxing, it would be a long term thing. It would be something a year down the line because he's got to get out of this contract. He needs to get Dana White's blessing if he's really serious about doing it right now. And not only that, but a guy like Malignaggi um, could be a dangerous fight for him. Let's be honest. McGregor's not a boxer. He's an MMA guy. If he stepped into a boxing ring, he would need a tune-up from Malignaggi. He would need especially especially coming in for I consider it his first boxing match. He would need at least 5 fights. This is similar to CM Punk trying to be an MMA fighter. It's not gonna translate in 1 or 2 fights. You gotta go through a grooming process, acclimating yourself at a pro level. And Malignaggi is an experienced vet, so there's a huge edge for Malignaggi if this fight were to ever happen. Huge edge, something that you cannot equalize just because you're a great MMA fighter. Um, and this is what Malignaggi had to say. People actually assume that he can box. He can't box. He's got a little bit of karate. He's got some skills and he adapts in the cage very well. I give him his credit. But he's not a boxer. He can't box. What's funny is you have enough people who will buy into this bullshit that McGregor can box. So it's up to me to really save people's time from for being wasted in dreaming up a possible Mayweather fight because that would be a mismatch beyond belief. Um, Malignaggi went on to say, "You're wasting your time making a fight between Mayweather and McGregor, and I will do everyone a favor and kick the boy's ass." Paulie Malignaggi is one of a kind. He could definitely promote a fight as well, especially if he was matched up with a guy like McGregor. Both of these guys have wild mouths, and you know what? I would like to see it, but you know, it's something that one of those unlikely things that and McGregor would probably if he just wants to do one fight in boxing, then Mayweather's the only name. There's no other name for him. Mayweather or it's nothing. If he actually wants to have a run at an actual boxing career, then it's a whole different thing. He's got to fight on, I don't know, HBO, Showtime, PBC. He's got to fight some straight bums for 10 to 15 fights and then work his way up because he's got no amateur background either. So interesting development. King Fight News.